Page 56, In the Hall of the Mounted King. This is another one I find in a lot of method books. Different arrangements. This is a nice little arrangement though. I like this one. I did a piano solo arrangement of it on my other channel. I'll try and put a link. It's kind of a very common, I don't know that there is a standard arrangement of this piece or not for piano, but it's a very common arrangement. I put it on the other one. At the beginning of this, right hand first. Let's talk about right hand. We have the whole note, accented. I'm not sure what they're after here because it says pianissimo, which is very soft, and they want it accented. We can't do that on piano. You can do that on other instruments, but not piano. So forget the accent, just play it soft, secure but soft, maybe medium soft, not very soft. And then very soft, bass clef down here, staccato, short staccato. You got accents on those. And it says rather slowly here because this piece will speed up as we go through it, as the intensity builds. So now they're, you know, at the bottom, way down low in the mountain, and they're going very slowly and mysteriously. And my staccatos are a different length for eighth notes versus quarter notes. Now, not everybody does that. But I will have my staccato on the quarter notes just a hair longer than for the eighth notes. And then in the second line, second measure, and the quarter note C, that's not staccato. And it's accented. Then you're going to repeat that a little louder. Same, keep it slow, and then the third line you go on is still bass clef, but now we're a little louder and medium soft, and we're going to play this maybe a little faster. And again, the last note there at the bottom of the page, that's not staccato. That's all. Then you repeat that, and they're saying on the repeat go down to very soft, but you keep the speed going. You have to decide how soft that is. It's up to you. Then you go up to the top of page 57, and it says lively and pressing forward. Well, careful. Let's not get too lively too soon. Let's kind of get into it. So keep it similar to what you just did. We're sort of soft, but now we can start speeding up a little more. A little more. Faster. Louder. Faster. Now the fingering. I'm using their fingering throughout. It works real well, except third line down, last measure, or second measure there on page 57. On here, these notes all together is this chord. And that's the fingering, so that's the fingering I use. So on the second measure, it's 3, 2, 3. I'm in position, and you sped up. You don't want to be moving around anymore, and you have to there, so there. And then the next line, now you're very loud, accented, and then the third measure start soft and get louder. And then the last line, you're fast and you're loud. It's kind of the end of it. It's like they're here, like it or not. So that's the right hand, and the melody's in the right hand, and we want to hear the right hand. Keep the left hand soft. It's just helping out. Now I have a problem here with this A, the whole note. I don't see any point in having each hand play a note here, unless it's for show. Because in my mind, I can play both of those notes in the right hand just nicely. So I would recommend if you want to do that, do that. Just catch both of those A's in the right hand. And the left hand can come in then when it's down here. It doesn't need to move around. Put it down there and leave it there, you're ready to go. And this way all you got to do is move the right hand down. Because there's no rest between them. You got to go from here to here immediately. So look out. Here, there. Keep this left hand down. The fingering you're using is up to you. If you don't want to put a thumb on the B flat, use second finger. Third line down, we're building up a little bit, not much. And in the left hand is a wrist staccato, just because in the right hand I've been using finger staccato, and if you want to use wrist staccato, it's up to you, but I've been using finger staccato on this. Repeat very softly means the left hand you can hardly hear it at all. And at the top of page 57, follow the lead for the right hand. If it gets more exciting and faster, you get more exciting and faster, but stay under the right hand. When I get loud like this, I have to use a wrist staccato because fingers don't have the strength to really play loud. So wrist here. And then the chords. Oh, this is lovely, this chord. You have a G sharp B and an F D. And then again, they're accented staccatos. I'll talk more about that when we add the pedal. For as far as the technique goes, it's accented staccatos on the second chord. The first one is just here. And then you start out really, really soft. They say accents. I would not put accents on the first three of them. Wait until you start building up in volume to put accents on them. Again, we're talking piano. Another instrument can accent immediately. A little louder. And here, it's both hands. You don't bring out one hand over the other on these chords. You just bring it both hands, and then it's the last line. You're playing the gobbledygook in the right hand, and then you end it with this forzando in the left hand down here. It's an 8/8 under it. It's here. And claps the wrist when you do that. Here. Don't play with a stiff wrist like that. You want a kind of a bang down there, but it's got to be a musical bang. So claps the wrist. Now the pedaling wise, you're only using pedaling on the fourth line there on page 57 at the beginning. You connect these notes with pedal, but lift the pedal up when you play that chord because it's staccato. So it's here. We want that on both of them. And then you connect all these other chords. Here, push the pedal down after you play the notes. And then lift it up before you play the D in the next line. Separate that. And that's just the pedal. Hopefully you can do the pedal okay. So you work all that out and get it all, and then you start feeling the music. So you're very soft at the beginning. This slowly, so you're counting to 4 slowly, and then you just go on real slowly. You can find recordings of this, not this arrangement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so, something like that.